Demi Lovato. That's who you're here to see. All right, let's bring her out to the stage. Oh, there she is. You guys like that? I'm a little verklempt, I'm not gonna lie. Let me compose myself first. Whew. Fifth album. Tell us what's new. How's this different
So,
from the rest?
my fifth album is different and it's better because I spent so many years trying to figure out what the public wants, trying to get my music out there, focusing on what's going to be a hit song rather than just letting it come organically. And when I was able to do that, when I was able to let go, going into this next album, I told myself, I was like, I don't care if it's gonna be accepted by everyone. What I want is, I want to make sure that I'm true to who I am and authentic to myself as an artist. So that's what's different on this album.
Yeah. At what point did the title track and the name of the album come into focus?
Well, I, throughout the album, had always said, I want my music to be empowering, and I want this album to reek of confidence. And, once we started making the music, and obviously I wrote a song with Max Martin, who's incredible, and some of the people that are at his camp. Whenever we wrote the song, it was called Confident, and we were like, okay, you know what? It's time to pick the album track name, and we went with Confident.
There you go. Check it off the list.
Checking
what
it
a
off.
Great fit. Love it.
Yeah.
The other thing that's special about this album, it's the first one you put out on your own label. Is that correct?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So I started a record label called Safe House Records, and thanks.
Right? Let's hear it. Come on.
I started the label with one of my best friends, Nick Jonas, and also my manager, who's here over there, Phil McIntyre. What up?
Phil.
And yeah, basically that's how we started. And with the label, we wanted to focus more on releasing our music first and getting it out there, and then we're gonna hopefully develop some artists or maybe sign artists that just want to have a safer place to release music.
Yeah. When was the idea born? When did you guys come up with it?
We had always had the idea, and I had always talked about having my own label. We look at the bigger picture rather than just music with making an album. We've both become, Nick and I, and also Phil, we've all become really, we've become business people. I'm a businesswoman. So with that being said, I thought it was time to branch out, and the idea kind of came together about a year and a half ago, like officially.
Got it. So we've been obviously talking a lot about confidence here, which brings me to a little shoot you did with VanityFair.com a little while ago.
Yep.
There were 3 rules. There was no makeup, there was no retouching, there were no clothes. Mm-hmm. How'd that come about? It was spontaneous, I hear.
It was very spontaneous. I had actually kind of gone through some stuff. My really weird connection, but my grandfather had passed away like 2 nights before. And when I got to New York and I was thinking about the album, I just was thinking to myself, like, life has so much meaning and it's so short that I want to make an impact on this planet in an empowering way, not just with my music, but using my voice for good. And, there's obviously a lot of photo shoots that I do that get retouched and whatnot, but I wanted to show what the true meaning of confidence is doing a photo shoot at midnight. And my manager was like, what are some, authentic ideas that we can do to showcase who you are more so? And I was like, I have an idea. Butt naked upstairs in my hotel room photo shoot, no makeup, no clothes, retouching. And he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And so with crappy hotel lighting and no retouching, I bared all.
And it looked great. And you guys, you saw? Beautiful. What was the reaction like?
The reaction was, I actually expected backlash from that, because sometimes when you do photo shoots like that, people will say, oh, you're just trying to get attention, or, where do you go from there? And for me, I actually, when I saw the response, I was so relieved and so happy that people saw the deeper meaning in it. And I thank Vanity Fair for doing that with me, because it really spoke volumes. And yeah, I'm really happy that people understood the message, because that's what it was about.
Yeah. You got, what is it, 31.4 million followers on Twitter. You got a lot of people out
Yeah.
there listening to what you got to say. What do they say to you? What are some of the favorites kind of outreach you've gotten from fans over the years?
My fans are extremely supportive, and I'm very, very grateful for it. I have fans in here that I've known for literally like 7 years now, and first name basis, everything. It's incredible to have a loyal fan base, and so to hear the support that I get from them, and also the really inspiring messages like, you saved my life, or you helped me come out to my parents, or you helped me get help for my issues. It's really meaningful to me.
So when you do something like a shoot like that, are you thinking about those people
Absolutely.
out there?
I'm thinking of every single person that looks in the mirror and says, that flaw, that flaw, that flaw, I need to get rid of it. I'm not good enough. Because that's what I did for so many years. So not only was it empowering and hopefully inspiring to many people, it was actually very empowering and liberating for myself to be like, here, take it or leave it. Like, I got a bruise on my butt in one of the pictures. And yeah, that's it. That's me. I want to encourage people to be themselves, especially in this day and age where there's so much Photoshop and retouching and Instagram. We got to stay true to who we are.
Yeah. Going back to the album, it closes on a very personal song.
Yeah.
Called Father. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that song, first of all.
Father was a song that I wrote with an amazing artist named Lale. She's a Swedish artist, and she's incredible. I had been going through some stuff because it was around Father's Day that I wrote this song. My biological father had passed away about 2 years ago, basically on Father's Day, around that time. And every Father's Day, it's extremely difficult for me. And with that being said, I didn't know how to have closure with it. And Syra, who's actually on my album, she's on a song called Waiting For Ya. She's another artist and one of my best friends. And I called her and said, I don't know what to do. What do I do? And she's like, why don't you write a song about it? So I faced my fears and I wrote a song called Father.
And what was it like when you're working with another songwriter on something so personal? Because they're seeing a side of you very personally before you put it out in the world.
Right. I'm an open book. Like my motto is to not have secrets with the world, because then you just you walk on eggshells trying not to let the world find your deepest, darkest secrets. So I just put it all out there and hope that it inspires someone. With that situation, Lala and I were sitting in the room, and I just spilled my guts out to her, told her the story. One day I'll tell the story. It's a lot, but one day I'll tell the story. And she kind of let it digest and came to me with the idea, and then I finished the song.
That's great. When I remember a while back, a few years ago, when you were recording Skyscraper, had a bit of it was an emotional recording. When you're doing a song like Father or Stone Cold, the kind of raw stuff, does it get emotional in there?
Absolutely. Every time that I record a song, I need to relate to it, whether I wrote it or not. Most of the songs I wrote on this album, but Skyscraper I didn't write on, and you can really hear me connecting to the song. So with that being said, it was very difficult for me to write and record that. Mm-hmm. Father.
Yeah. But you're one tough chick.
Yeah.
Right? Let me ask you, what scares you?
What scares me?
Yeah.
I don't like spiders.
Spiders.
But I have a really hard time killing them.
Okay.
I don't know where that came from, but recently I saw a spider in my shower, and then I like flooded the shower so it would, go down the drain, and then I started crying. I was on my period. Heightened emotions. But I started crying, and I was like, it didn't deserve to die. And then that's kind of stuck with me every time I go to kill a spider, so I'm just like, let it go. As long as it's not in my bed, then it's crossing my territory.
Yeah.
And I got to take care of it.
Yeah. I don't care for spiders either, but I'll stomp them out. I just think not in my house,
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you, but they're just looking for refuge.
Okay. Do you have to have Wilmer come and kill them? Does he do that?
No, actually not. Although I did, we're doing renovations on my house, and there was one time that I saw a huge, I thought it was a black widow, because also in the area that we live in, there's brown recluse and black widows everywhere. So I had one of the construction workers come in. I was like, I don't know how to say this, but spider. So he was like, okay, I got you. Came in, killed the spider. I was like, you're my hero.
Oh, man. Well, it's good. You had the support from the construction workers.
Yes.
You got the support from all these people, right? You guys want to come kill some spiders for Demi later? All right, you know who to call. We'll let them go. You let them free.
Them.
We'll let them go. But I think this is a good point to start opening up to a little Q&A. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too.
What was your main inspiration to writing a lot of the songs on the album?
My main inspiration was whenever I started writing the album, it was so important to me that I stood true to who I was as an artist and my beliefs. And I didn't want to sing about anything that I didn't believe in. And I wanted everything to have a message, whether, it's cool for the summer and saying it's okay to explore your sexuality, or with confident, embracing your confidence, or father giving that song to somebody that needed relief through a song about maybe their father issues. Everything that I did was for a purpose.
Hi.
Hi.
I want to say thank you for saving my life and for teaching me how to be confident, strong, and brave.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
cry. But my question is, we're all human. What gets you through your bad days?
Huh?
What helps you get through your bad days?
What helps me get through my bad days, taking my medication. I'm bipolar. I'm like I said, I keep everything out in the open. I'm with you. I do a lot of advocacy work for the mental health community. So that was half serious, half joking. Anyways, I do the things that I need to do in order to stay on the right path, which does consist of my treatment plan, whether it's medication or whether it's talking to people, staying true. I follow a meal plan, and not because I want to lose weight, but I follow it because it's structure. So for somebody in recovery from an eating disorder, having that, taking that structure and feeling stable in it, I feel good. So everything.
What's your favorite song on the new album?
My favorite song on the new album, it changes every day. Actually, it's several times a day. I love, it's like telling a parent to pick their favorite child. It's just not fair. Sometimes you like them more than others. But I'm assuming. But yeah, I think my favorite song of mine today is Yes. Yes.
Hi, Demi. You've done
Hi.
so much for me, and I was just wondering, what are 3 things that make you confident?
3 things that make me confident. First of all, thank you for saying that. 3 things that make me confident are my support system, the people around me who know me best and know how to take care of supporting me in times when I feel like I'm struggling or just having a bad day and in a bad mood. I think being honest and open, so even if it's something like I'm really irritated with the world today, vocalizing that helps me. Sometimes you just have to take the power away from keeping an emotion inside of yourself. And another thing is staying true to my treatment plan.
Right in the front.
Oh, hello.
Hey, if you were in the UFC and you were gonna walk out, what song would you walk out to?
Confident, duh.
I knew it.
Or Waiting for You. Waiting for You is like, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hi, Demi. We came all the way from Bonaire. And,
Where?
Bonaire.
Where is that?
It's a small island in the Caribbean.
Wow, I'm gonna come visit.
Yay, that was my question actually, because there's so much fan there. And we wanted you to come visit us.
I will totally come visit. Can I come to your house?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hi, Demi.
Hi.
I just have one question.
Good.
What are you most excited?
So we only have time
10.
for one.
I have 10 questions. What are you most excited about to go on tour? Pretty much.
I'm most excited to play my new songs and also sing my butt off. That's what I have fun doing. Is as much fun as I do like running around on stage and dancing and performing, the songs that I have the most fun singing are the ones where I'm standing still and able to pour every emotion into it, and focus on the vocal performance. And seeing you guys, duh.
That was great. Well, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Talking to us.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Demi Lovato.
Thank you guys so much.
Great.